the women and men on an equal basis, but still there are biases and there are sometimes limitations that we women and girls put in front of ourselves, and not always we are ready to make a step to follow our ideas for their full implementation. So this was the reason for making a space only for girls and giving a stimulus for you and many more young talented women like you to believe that they can make a next step and become entrepreneurs. Our 5 years of experience prove this as a very good initial stimulating step. With no further delay, I want to return back the word to Jana and to step for the most important part of the today's session, your presentation.
Thank you, Sasha, for those inspiring words. Before we start the pitching, I want to introduce the honorable jury of today's competition as well. The first judge you already met, it is Sasha Bezuhanova, who is the founder of MoveBG and chair of the board of the Bulgarian Center of Women in Technology. We have Kate O'Riordan joining us from the UK. She's the Chief Product and Information Officer at Financial Times. Following, we have Anna Radulski, who is the founder and Chief Executive Officer at Coding Girls. From Greece, we have Katerina Atanasapoulou, Marketing Director of Central and Eastern Europe at Dell. We also have here today Milena Stojcheva, Chief Executive Officer at Junior Achievement Bulgaria. And from Croatia, we have Ivan Matasic joining us today, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Consulio. And lastly, here I am, being a project manager at BCWT and lead for the Entrepregirl competition. I'm here today as the Master of Ceremony. So before we begin with the pitching, I just need to emphasize a few things. First, all of the jury decisions are final and individual marks will not be disclosed. Also, we have our timekeeper today, Jasmina Manavian, who you already met. Before the 1 minute before the time is out of each pitch, you will have a beeping sound, and after the time is over, you will hear the same sound. Also, for any technical issues, you can contact Desislava Simova and Jasmina Manavian. Contacts are in the chat section. And I can also ask you to, the Desi and Jasi, to type your Skype names so that if something happens with the platform, someone can contact you there. And lastly, we have 2 pitching sessions, each consisting of 5 applications and separated by a 10-minute break. Just to know that during the break, you will not exit or leave the event. We will mute the microphones, and this is all that it takes. So now, without wasting any more time, let's begin the pitching and welcome all our competitors to the screen. First, we have Flavie Marquet from France, who will present her project Sigmarmo. And the screen is yours, Flavie.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, great. Before starting pitching, I just wanted to say something. I don't know if all of you know what happened in France last night. We were the target of terrorist attacks. So people died going to the Christmas market. So that's kind of hard on me because, just you are pursuing Christmas spirit and you die for it. So that's hard. So 3 people died and 13 others are injured. And in these 13 people, 6 of them are very likely to die. So it's a hard way to wake up in the morning. But I guess this happens in a lot of countries. So I'm sad about that, but this is kind of life. But I just wanted to say something about them this morning. Okay,
Yeah.
so Yeah,
We're
that's hard.
sorry for this happening. It's a pity that during those precious times of the year are happening things like this. But we are honored that you still are so strong to be with us today, and
Thank
we
you.
are with you as well.
Thanks. Okay, so let's start. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here and thank you for organizing this kind of event. This is amazing. Thank you. So, as Diana said, I'm Flavie, I'm from France, and I'm pitching about the project Geomino. Well, Sigmarmo, but Sigmarmo is the name of the company, and the game we are building is named Geomino. So why this name? Geomino, geo means geography and mino means domino. So it's a game about geographical dominoes. So our company is housing, publishing house of board games. So Geomino is our first game. Okay. So this is our game. This is the first prototype of the game on the top, and in the bottom it's the second prototype of the game. We 2 years ago when we started the project, it was just for school. We were 20 in the team, and so we decided to build this game because we wanted to gather generations. We wanted to make a cultural game, which was fun also. And so we started thinking about this game because most of us were really bad in geography. So this game has the same works the same way as classical dominoes, as you all know, I guess. But instead of connecting dots for numbers, you have to connect different geographical elements, such as continents, capitals, countries, seas, oceans, mountains, etc. And in the end, the goal is to be able to know more about the world's geography by having fun. Okay, so as you can see on this slide, we made most of the game in the beginning with hand. We sewed the packaging, as you can see on the right in the bottom, by hand. We took the fabric from, so it was recycled sails from boats, because we thought that since it is geographical and about traveling game, it was good to have this kind of fabric. So okay, so in the next slide here, you see the new model of the packaging. So this is going to be something more professional, something we can sell in the shops. This is our goal, because in the first one we sold 200 of the games, 100 in French, 100 in English. That was already a big win, but it's not something we could sell in shops because it's not a standardized box. So with this one, it's going to be easier, and also it's going to be a more professional box. So we are going to be able to sell the game much more. Okay, so this is our team in the beginning. It was 2 years ago when we first started the project. We were 20 students and 6 adults to help us. It was a project built for school. And with this team, we achieved this. So we were a mini company, or a mock company, you can call it both way. So it's we built the company, but that was not for real. We had a bank account, insurance, and we produced a real game, but legally we didn't existed, sorry. And with this team, we won the region mini companies championship. So we had the ticket to go to the national one, to Paris. And then we were this team. We were just 4 students and 1 adult. And with this team, we did this. So we ended up being France's 7th best mini company. So it was in 2017. Then in 2018, about 8 months ago, we became the best ecological project of the region because we want our game to stay ecological and environmentally friendly. And right now we are only 3 left, and we are in the creation phase of the company. Okay, so here you can see a value proposition canvas. I'm sorry, it's in French because we weren't able to translate it for today. I'm sorry, but I'm going to explain it to you. So on the right side, on the circle, you can see the gains, the pains, and the actions the clients want from a game. So they can want to develop their personal culture, to be able to play with different aged people, to have different languages, to be more open-minded. But they can also think that a game is too expensive, not interesting, or don't respect the environment, or it can be also dangerous for little children. And the actions might be to entertain or to relax or to be with their family and friends. And on the left side, on the square, so you can find the game creators, the pain relievers, and the products and services. So which are how can the product answer to all of the needs you can find on the right. So for us, it's a multilingual game. It can make a lot of people participate, and it respects the environment. It is cultural. Okay. So thank you very much to all of you for listening to me, and I can answer to any of your questions if you have some.
Thank you, Flavi. Do we have any questions from the jury? If someone wants to ask a question, they should unmute themselves. Can you hear us?
I'm sorry. No, I can hear someone speaking, but
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me? Anna
Yes,
is here
very well.
from the jury. So I have a
Okay.
couple of questions. A very interesting project. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Very brave first one. I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
So my question is the following. How did you validate your idea? Who is your target? Did you validate with them, gathering the feedback that you have
Yes.
provided in your value proposition?
Of course, yes. So our target, we sell the game for mostly young children from the age of 6, 7 when they can read. But our real target, who is buying the game, is parents and grandparents. So we have to seduce them and at the same time to make a game attractive for children. And so we tested the game in some social centers and in schools with children and the parents. And we had really, really positive feedbacks. And also we had the feedback from teachers, and they were really amazed with the game because they thought that the children don't like to learn this kind of geographical elements, which are really important, I think, for personal culture. And so with this game, it's really easier for them to learn. So yes, we saw that.
Yeah, great. Another question is how much money do you need to produce games? How much do you target? And how much will be per pack? How much do you target to sell it? Because you mentioned that you sold already 200, right?
Yes, we did that. We sold, so the first prototype, we sold 200. And now with the new box, we made some changes to the game also. We need 15,000 euros to sell, to produce 1,000 games. So it's about 15 euros per game. And we hope that when we will start selling more games, the cost will decrease. And so we will have more profit margin on each game. And so it will be easier for us to sell it and to produce it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you target to sell to shops? So who is your target client? Let's say.
No, first not, because they they want too big margin for us. If we sold in shops, we wouldn't earn any money. I think we would lose money. So first, we are going to make selling websites in order to sell from our website, and we will deal with it. So no intermediary. And we would also like to sell to schools because they're very much interested in our games, and we think that if we sell to school, the children will play at school, and then they will talk to their parents about the game, and the parents will buy the game from our website.
Okay, thank you.
I also have a question. Do you hear me? Sasha speaking
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Very well.
Flavie, thank you. Great project. Can you say a little bit more for the go-to-market? How you plan reaching the schools? Is France your prime market? And how many schools in what time frame you with your team are foreseeing to address, respectively? How many games you expect to sell within 1 and 3 years from now?
Okay. So first, yes, France is our first market, but we are planning to, well, personally, I'm planning to move to Norway in 1 year. So we want to extend the company in Norway, and the board game market is really big there. So we're not afraid that it will work there also. About France, we would like to, in the beginning, so we are producing 1,000 games, as I was saying. We would like to sell half of them to schools in about a year. We have contacts in different schools. We have contact in academies, so in schools in every region. We also have contacts higher in the system, so we are not so worried that it will work. And then in 3 years, I have to say we didn't really started seeing that far because we didn't produce with the 1,000 games yet, so we didn't want to go too fast and see that far. But we are in the creating phase, so we are obviously going to do that very soon. So I cannot give you a number, but if it works for the first 1,000 games, I think we will produce like 2,000 or 3,000 the next time. So yes, but I cannot give you an exact number.
And when you expect to reach a break-even in the company, and do you plan to make this as a full-time engagement for you and for the other team members that will be part of the team?
Okay, so the break-even point will be reached about 700 games sold. Um, and so we are planning to raise money with crowdfunding and subvention, yes, from the state. And so yes, ideally, yes, it would be my best career plan to make it my company and my full-time job. About the others, they didn't really decide yet, but for me, it is, yes, my plan.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Okay, but a short one, because
Okay, just a very short one. Who are your competitors? Who are your competitors?
Our competitors are the big publishing houses. The big companies like Hasbro or Ravensburger, companies like this, because they are so big that their costs are very low. So for us, it's really hard. It will be really hard in the beginning, I think, because we cannot produce too many games at the same time. So the costs are high. So we cannot permit ourselves to sell the games with a too low price. So this will be the number one challenge. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, is there another question or?
Sorry, I just muted my. Yeah, this is for from mute until now. Thank you very much for this, Flavie. Now we proceed with our second contestant. She is Nicole Dimitrova from Bulgaria with her project Nika. Now the screen is yours, Nika.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole, and my company's name is Nika, which means beautiful in Persian. Um, I graduated fashion design in Denmark. Then I graduated with a bachelor's degree in Bulgaria for graphic design, and I'm currently working as a software developer. I have a very bad skin. Hopefully, you cannot see this from the video, but I've struggled with this for almost 5 years now. And it was really hard for me. And you cannot believe how many people there are with very bad skin and they're struggling and they're trying millions of products and dermatologists and cosmeticians and everything. And I finally decided to start making my own cosmetics from natural products. And this is how my skin started actually getting better. And this is how the idea of Nika was born. So what are the problems that Nika is actually solving? The first one is the trade deficit of a country, or a country like Bulgaria, a small country. There are not many people that want to stay here because the country is not economically growing. It's not very healthy company. Here you can see all Bulgaria's imports of all products during the years, and you can see that in 2008 and 18 it's a very high rate. And here you can see the rates for the cosmetic products, again, very high rates. And why I'm saying this is a problem, because if a country is not strong enough and it's not economically growing, there are not enough young people that want to stay in the country and they want to help the country in some way. This is why I want to help my country in some way, and even other countries like Bulgaria, and I think Nika can solve this. And the second problem is that there's a huge lack of really natural products. Like, I'm going to ask you, how many really natural products do you have at your home? Maybe you have none, maybe you have one or two, but not many. And we are living in a very, very polluted environment. We cannot eat very fresh and clean. And I'm going to simply ask you later on to check your toothpaste, and there's a colorful line at the back of it, and you can see the ingredients region of the product. I bet some of you will have the black one, and some of you will have maybe the red one, but none of you will have actually the green one. I'm almost sure about that. And how can a cosmetic company like Nika can help for the solution of these problems? The first one is like I said, we need natural products, and Nika is supporting actually small and medium-sized enterprises by using herbs and plants from them. Like if a medium or a small company is producing herbs and plants, I'm going to use these products for the cosmetics. This will help, of course, the country, because I'm going to be helping the regional and local distribution of the products, and I'm going to be supporting this. The second one is that the products are really 100% natural, without a but in the sentence, without saying it's natural, but it's almost natural. Even the preservatives are natural. I don't have much time to talk about the business model, but I'm going to talk about the key aspects of it. And one of them is the channels. I'm going to be using an online store for exporting to other countries. And this will be the main focus of the company. Also, there are going to be openings of franchises in other countries. And this means that in other countries, we can use the plants and the herbs from the local production. There is going to be monthly subscription plans, and I'm going to explain this a little bit later. The target group is young, active, and educated women that are socially responsible. Half of the population of the world is female, and half of them is fitting my target group. I'm not saying that all of them are going to be my customers, but the market size is huge. And competition. In Bulgaria, there is only one company, and it's ELEC. This is the only company in Bulgaria that is a potential competitor for me. And Nika is gonna need a huge advertisement campaign. Some of them will be attracting people's attention. And this is the subscription plan that I'm planning to make. It's a surprise box and it can be used as a present. And the products, they're made out of recycled paper or raw plant materials for the packages. And each color represents the main ingredient in the collection. And thank you very much for the attention. And I would like to hear some questions.
Thank you, Nicole, for this. Now the jury has the word. Does anyone have a question? We can hear someone talking, but it's too low.
Yana?
I don't know.
Someone else is talking in the background, but it's not me, apparently.
Okay, Anna, do you have a question?
Okay, cool. I have a couple of questions. Thanks, Nicole. Great presentation, great visuals. I noticed also, I think the colors represent also the ingredient. That's really cool. My question is, how much would it cost? Like all the ingredients would be natural, so probably the price would be also high. Or what is the price per item? What kind of products are you planning to sell? And then how big is your market? Because you mentioned Bulgaria, but also abroad, etc. So can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the average price of a product will be around 20-25 euros or so. I included the packages in my presentation because this is main part of the price, because I'm not using glass jars, for example, in order to have lower prices for the products. And this is why I'm using recycled paper and raw plant materials. So I can make the price not as high as other really natural products are. I forgot your second question. About the market size.
How big is the market here?
Yeah, well, the market is huge because we are all women and we know that we are buying cosmetics. And as I said, there are a lot of women who are fitting the target group. So they really want to protect their skin, and they're like socially responsible towards nature and everything. And I know at least around maybe 20 women around myself, only myself, that would buy the product. And I've already asked some women and I made some research, and I'm currently having around 100 secure orders for the product.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Idea.
Can you hear me, Yana, or Nicola?
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes, we hear
Yes,
you,
hi.
Christina. We cannot see you, but we hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. My camera. So hi, sorry. Hello.
Okay.
Hi, Nicola. My question is around a little bit more around the advertising that you want to do. So I saw that I understand that you have the need. You mentioned you do have the need for advertising, for an advertising campaign. What do you have in mind exactly around that? And for you, what is the best way to reach your target audience?
Well, I've created these posters on the right side of the screen because I wanted to draw attention. Like, they're really literal posters. Like, you can see, like, the slogan of the company is "Beauty comes from inside." And these ones are really literal. And I really want to attract attention. I want to be a little bit more harsh with people so I can really draw their attention.
So yeah, that is
this would really help the company. Yeah.
So the provocative part of the ad I really love and like. My question was more, because the type of advertising depends, has different funding requirements, right? So your target audience is for you is better reachable with outdoor campaigns like the one I see on your left, or is more digital part of
outdoor campaigns, ambient campaigns. I have ambient as well, but I haven't shown them here. Mostly campaigns that outdoors and connect in some way with surroundings around us.
Okay, so outdoor. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this. We are over with the 3 minutes Q&A. Thank you very much, Nicole. We will now proceed to our third applicant. She's Diane Delava from Belgium, presenting us from the US, where she is currently located. She will present her project Step Up. So, Diane, the screen is yours. Just unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Diane and I'm from Belgium. My journey started 7 years ago when I got passionate about sustainable development. From being president of Academics for Development to being the United Nations Youth Delegate. I believe that the greatest threat for the future of our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. And today, as I have the courage to create my venture. Today, I'm proud to say that I'm ready to rely on myself to create an impactful change for a safer future of a planet. My venture is called Step Up. Wait, I cannot do less. Okay. My venture is called Step Up, and Step Up empowers the sustainability of small and medium enterprises, SMEs. So SMEs account for 60% of the total economic output. They employ 50% of the global population, and they are responsible for 70% of the global pollution. Recently, small and medium enterprises have been receiving increasing external incentives to become more sustainable. Investors are looking for socially impactful funds. Regulators are looking for the country to turn to the better. Customers are looking to shop increasingly responsibly, and talent. Our generation is looking for meaningful jobs. Yet, small and medium enterprises lack time, information, and resources to turn to the better. They lack time, information, and resources to become more sustainable in a social, economic, and an environmental way. And that's where we come in. Step Up, an online tool that enables small and medium enterprises to become more sustainable in an efficient, quick way. We assess, align, accelerate, and reward SMEs. So let's get practical. Meet Ricardo. Ricardo is the owner of Bondadosa. It's a food delivery system SME based in Denver. Ricardo uses our platform, Step Up, to make his company more sustainable. A first simple set of questions will enable Ricardo to see where his company is at in terms of sustainability, the progress his company still has to make, and the comparison with the average score in the sector. After that, we take him through diagnosis question to determine his best fit for targets and long-term goals. After targets and goals are set, we track progress, the progress he made this month, and whether or not he's on track for his year goal. This way, he's not overwhelmed with information, but he still gets to know the bigger picture. Our online chatbot is always available for Ricardo in case he has questions or in case he needs tips to reach his goals and targets better and faster. Our platform also has items to buy. If like substitutes, if Ricardo wants to replace his old unsustainable items, or add-ons in case Ricardo wants to make his tap more efficient. And if Ricardo wants to show his customers his sustainability efforts or wants to motivate his team with real tangible numbers, we have reports that are generated automatically by the platform that are available for him to download. So to sum up, Step Up is simple and intuitive while still giving a comprehensive plan. It's customized, fits your strategy, and it's the start of a compelling sustainability story for interested stakeholders. On our side, our basic services will stay free for all users, while we will get revenue from premium services, ads, and sales on the platform. We have been through some progress from Unleash, doing now some market research in Boulder. We're now piloting with 20 SMEs in Singapore. Why Singapore? Because we'll be part of the Antler incubator from January onwards in Singapore. So our initial target market consists of 66,000 SMEs in Singapore, but the overall compete market consists of 138 million SMEs worldwide. I'm not alone in this journey. I have the executive director of Watson, the chief sustainability officer of Denver, and 2 managers at Techstars and PayPal. And today I invite Entrepregirl to be part of my journey by giving me visibility as a young woman on an international scale. I would love help on technical advice and critical feedback, and if possible, introduction to potential customers. Because I believe that sustainability is the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do, and it's the profitable thing to do. And with Step Up, we enable you to take your first step. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. This was a great presentation, and I would like to ask the jury for their questions.
Hi, Diane. This is great presentation. You talk me through your business model a little bit more, and why you've chosen to do a premium service, and just talk me through your business plan in terms of how many customers you would need to have in order to break even, etc.
So basically, what I found is that in order to my goal here is to raise awareness, and in order to do that, I cannot ask for charging on upfront. So I'm asking for premium services only on reports, so that it incentivizes SMEs to go the whole way. And then we generate money on ads and sales on the platform. Right now, yeah, it would take a lot of SMEs to break even. The number is around, I'm not sure, because we're not sure. We're now getting some feedback from the pilot project on the price and stuff, so I don't have a break even point. And that's still work in progress. So I cannot answer on that question, but right now we're doing lean as much as possible, and so we're trying to get as least costs as possible so that it stays. Our goal is really to stay affordable and reach as many SMEs as possible.
Okay, great. Thanks, Diane.
Thank you, Diane.
Hey, Diane. My question is, who are you competing with? Who else out there is doing similar stuff?
Okay. So as you can see on the graph, my main competitor, and I think the most famous one, would be B Corp. However, there are tackling small and medium enterprises that are already, if you take a scale from bronze to gold in terms of sustainability, they're taking the silver ones to gold. And I would like to take the bronze ones to silver at least. So I'm taking a child to middle school, and they're taking middle school to high school. So they are the biggest competitors, I would say, but they're an NGO, and I think our goal is similar. So I wouldn't say we're competing, and I've been talking to them quite a bit, because they have companies that will never be able to become B Corps because of shareholders. Because when you become a B Corp, you have to put your impact before your shareholders, and that's difficult for people. And also B Corps, it's way more expensive. So when you become a B Corp, you have to give a percentage of your revenue, to B Corps, and so that becomes extremely expensive.
Okay, great, thanks.
Jana, do we have a time for one more question?
No.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Diane. Now we have our fourth contestant. Her name is Aina Aurora, coming from the US, and she will present her startup project, Benzo Bytes. The screen is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Aina, and today I'll be presenting Bonzo Bytes.
Just so you know, sorry, you will have your
Yes.
5 minutes. You were on slide 5. Okay, you're now on.
Yeah, I just came back. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. So I want you to take a moment and think about somebody in your life that has a food allergy and how they can never really seem to completely enjoy the eating experience. I usually think of my roommate Emma, who has celiacs, and so whenever my roommates and I would eat chocolate chip cookies, she would never really be part of the experience. And so something I really start to think about is that food is supposed to bring people together, so why is it creating that divide? We identified 3 main points of friction as to why that was the case. First, there's about 15 million consumers within the US that have food allergies, and that number is continuing to grow. Second, most allergen-free products really fall short in terms of how they taste and the experience that they deliver. And finally, and most importantly, allergen-free products don't appeal to the regular consumer. So if you don't have a food allergy, you're probably not going to go buy a gluten-free chocolate chip cookie. To solve this problem, we came up with Bonzo Bites. Bonzo Bites is this nutty, chocolatey filling between 2 wafers, and it's made out of garbanzo beans, so it's good for you. What's more is that it's free from the top 8 allergens, so there's no gluten, dairy, soy, any kind of nuts, or eggs. What's more is that we're a clean label product with relatively less sugar compared to some other leading brands. And we are also an imperfectly perfect packaged good. We care about our consumers as much as we care about the environment, which is why no Bonzo Bites are discarded because of how they look. Just because they're a little bit perfect, they still end up in the final package. Our business model is basically, we're going to start out with our first SKU of 6 individually packaged single serves, which will be retailed at $14.99. Our cost will include free shipping and handling, and we're currently in the process of determining our manufacturing costs. But we're fairly confident that we're going to be ending up at a 40 to 50% estimated gross margin. Our current serviceable addressable market is about 3.3 billion within the United States, and we plan to take about 0.5% of this market share over the next 5 years. Within this year, we're looking to sell more than 10,000 units, generating $175,000 in revenue. Our go-to-market is going to start with a fundraising campaign using Kickstarter, where we're going to be generating a lot of initial traction and creating funds for manufacturing. We're expecting this customer base to then transfer to Amazon and our personal website, and we'll also be using subscription boxes and offices as a secondary source of revenue. We'll be focusing using a lot of Instagram, Facebook, blogs, and online magazines as a way of generating this traction. Once we've validated our product online, we'll be going into places like vending machines, schools and offices, airlines, and some traditional retail with natural grocery stores. Looking at the competitive landscape, the really unique thing about Bonzo Bites is while there are other brands that are free from the top 8 allergens, we have a unique aspect of being inherently allergen-free. There are no product formats on the market that are close to Bonzo Bites, so we provide this very new and exciting product format that anybody will be willing to enjoy. So far, we've been the winner for the Mars Product Development Competition, which is a national competition for students. We've also been featured on a TEDx talk, and we've been finalists in several other pitch competitions. We're also part of the Rev1 Startup Incubator Program. We also did some consumer testing with 92 panelists from our target demographic of millennials and Gen Xers, and about 71% of them said that they would consider buying our product after trying it. My team is composed of Megan Liu, my co-founder, and myself. Megan has a lot of amazing experience working in research and development with companies like Smuckers and Cargill, and I'm a trained pastry chef, having worked in 5 different countries across the world. We also have an amazing team of advisors that has a lot of great experience starting their own companies and launching a lot of products within Fortune 500 brands. So far, we've created our product. We've done a lot of the preliminary testing and formulation. We've done a lot of consumer surveys and really understood what it takes to get this off the ground. We're looking to do a trial run with our manufacturer in this January and launch our Kickstarter between February and March. Our current ask is that we'd love to get connected with people with e-commerce, marketing, and manufacturing expertise. And we're also looking to get plugged into angel and digital publishing networks. Join us in the inclusive snacking revolution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this, Aina. Now is the time for the jury to direct their questions.
I think I would do a bad evaluation if I would have this snack to try right now.
We'd love to send samples everywhere in the world.
you've got it. We are 11 countries and more here.
I promise everyone finds out when we launch our Kickstarter, and we're going to try and do worldwide shipping so everyone gets a chance to try.
Would be great. So, are there any questions from the jury?
We have a specific place in the hall.
Yes, hi, can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yes, hello.
Hi, I'm Katerina. I understand from your business model, okay, no, again, you cannot see me. So I understand
Yes.
from your business model that you're planning to sell online, right?
Mhm,
This is my
yes.
understanding. How are you planning to raise the awareness? It's what the people said before. Nobody has tried it. So how?
Yes. So we're going to be using a lot of influencer-based marketing. So our plan is to find a lot of people with small but passionate followings on Instagram and sending them samples and generating about 3 to 4 times the return on advertising spend from that. And also, really plugging ourselves into a lot of Facebook groups that have very specific interests, such as gluten-free or vegan eating, and like being involved in those communities. Outside of that, we really want to be able to do a lot of collaborations with bloggers, and the kind of publications that our target audience might need. And then within Amazon, we're looking to do a lot of search engine marketing as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
I also have one short question. How much money you are looking for?
So currently we have about 15,000, and with the Kickstarter, we're looking to raise about 20 to 30 grand, and we're hoping to keep about half of it and use it more so for advertising and operating cash flow.
And do you plan to expand the team or you work online and find distributors?
So initially, it's just going to be me and my co-founder, and we're going to be outsourcing a lot of our operations. But as we do expand more into some of the physical retail, we're definitely planning to get on, marketing and sales managers, and eventually get a CFO as well.
And how about the production? Do you plan to outsource the production of your product?
Yeah, so we're currently talking to a co-manufacturer that's about 3 hours away from us, and our expectation is pretty good at this point in time. So we're planning to do a trial run in January with them to really see if our process works out with them.
Thank you very much. We are now at the final stage of the first round of pitching, and let's welcome to the screen our last competitor for the round, Milena Kuyumdzieva, who comes from Bulgaria and will present her project Watcho. Milena?
Yes.
Yes, okay, we can hear you. We can see you. Great.
Yeah. So
Something happened with Milena's connection, I believe.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think my connection disconnected. It was fine by now.
Okay, it is fine
So
now.
students all around the world want to go to the United States and work for the summer because they're going to make way more money than at home. They want to buy their dream car, they want to go to their dream destination, and maybe pay their school tuitions. But the process is actually very frustrating. Right now, students, they can apply to work and travel agencies, and they can either do a full placement and the agency provides them with a job, which they're going to have to pay $400 just for the job offer, or they can do a self-arranged offer, which means that they have to find their own job offer. And of course, students want the cheaper option, so they want to find their own job offer. But it's very time consuming. We send hundreds and hundreds of emails, and usually we have 1 or 2 positive replies, but maybe sometimes it's 0. So a lot of us, we just opt to the option that we're going to pay $400 to be dishwashers or housekeepers at the beginning, which was the case with me for my first year. This is a problem for 105,000 students all around the world right now. But it doesn't have to be anymore the problem. Watcho is a platform that connects prospective J1 employees with prospective employers in the United States. Employees and students can just sign up with our platform, which is going to be mobile or web. They're going to apply online with their preferences for job. On the other side, companies are also going to register their companies with job openings. And you don't have to even scroll or look for job offers. Our platform is magically, hopefully, gonna match employees and employers. So it's gonna save time for everybody. Our pricing model is we're gonna charge $50 per registration. It's a flat-based pricing model for each student. We know that Wacho is gonna be liked by students because right now everybody agrees that it's very stressful and time-consuming, and more than 50% of the people they're gonna use our platform, they still don't know that much. Also, employers say that they're very interested in applying with our platform because right now they're very struggling with finding J1 employees, and it's very time consuming and costs too much money for them too. Our competitors are word of mouth, Craigslist, which Craigslist is not very reputable, and other work and travel agencies such as Orange and Use It Towers, but we're actually planning to partner with them, and you can ask me more about it, so we can actually not be competitors with them. Our marketing plan is two-sided. We're gonna target students by visiting universities, partnering with the work and travel agencies, using social media paid ads and print materials. For USA businesses, we're gonna do email marketing. We're gonna use our personal connections, and we're gonna send ambassadors in the United States. Our growth strategy is that we're gonna start with American University in Bulgaria because me and my team, we just graduated there, and people trust us and know that our business is actually not gonna be just is going to be actually valuable. We want to move to Bulgaria, the whole region, and then Eastern Europe. My team is the dream team with those 4 people. We actually been on cumulative 14 work and travel programs, and we know so many people who've been on the programs, and we've met with many employers. We're gonna need $45,000 for the first year so we can break even and also have enough money for unpredictable expenses. We have started with our website, wacho.co, but we're actually in the process of kind of rebranding after hearing some feedback and talking to advisors and consulting firms. And thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you liked it. And I'm open for questions.
Thank you, Milena. Now, sorry for that. Now the jury, if you have questions, this is the time to direct them.
Hi, thanks Milena, great presentation. My question is the following. You presented the numbers like 100,000 students. Where did you get this number from?
This is from USA-based government's website that tracks how many students go to those programs. And it's not only in Eastern Europe, but also Asia and South America. Those people usually go during the winter.
Okay. $45,000 you will need. What for? What are you going to do? You already have a platform. You don't have an app, right?
No, we haven't started yet. I mean,
okay,
we started building the backend and the whole platform. Just
yeah.
But we did a break-even analysis, and if you can see some of our expenses. Mainly, it's going to be salaries and advertisement.
So I mean, so you can develop actually. So because you have developer in your team, developers, right? Not just one, and you're gonna pay basically yourself salaries.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Milena. If there aren't any more,
I've got a question actually.
Okay.
Hi, thank you so much for a great presentation, Milena. Can we just a couple of things? Just want to talk to you about how you manage the platform in terms of particularly getting jobs on one side and then acquiring customers on the other. Because that's always the problem when you start one of these things is you need the supply of jobs and you need the people, and then until you've got a critical mass of both, it's really difficult to get going. Do you want to talk through how you would do that, and then just a bit more detail on your business plan about what you're going to charge, what's your model, and when you think you're going to break even?
Okay, so we've heard about the chicken and egg problem. So our plan for the students, we're gonna start with the American University in Bulgaria, and this is where my whole team, we graduated from there. So people really, we know the students there, they trust us. And on the other side, for the companies, we have connections in Alaska and the whole east side in many national parks. We have connections with HRs and management managers because we, as I say, we've been on 14 work and travel programs. We know so many people, it's insane. And for the business model, we plan to charge only the prospective employees, the GA1 students, $50 a flat charge to access the platform. And in order to break even, we need 939 customers.
Great, thanks ever so much, Milena.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you everyone for sharing those inspiring ideas. I can be more curious about what is coming up next, but now it's time for our first 10-minute break. Just to emphasize, you should not leave the event or exit the platform. We will mute all the microphones, and this is how the break will happen. And we will meet you back here in 10 minutes. Watch the clock, please, and don't be late because my curiosity could not hold me back from starting the pitching session after the break. Be here back in 10 minutes. Hi everyone, we're back here. I hope that everyone is already here. I will wait for a couple more seconds, so to have the chance to give them the chance. It is just important to check whether Giovanna is here. But I cannot see her, unfortunately. Okay. So, do we have Giovanna here? Okay. I believe she hasn't entered the event overall. So we will proceed further on. We are back and ready to pitch the world your great ideas. So we can proceed with the second round. If Giovanna happens to be back in the platform, we will include her as for the purpose of proceeding upon. I would like to now welcome to the screen Natalia Tasevska from Macedonia, who will present her project G-Root. And Natalia, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to make you the presenter.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You're now the presenter and the screen is yours.
Yes, but sorry. Do I have the control over the presentation?
Yeah, you have the controls on the left part of the screen. And please turn on your video camera because we cannot see you right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Just a second, I have to manage it.
Yeah, okay. It seems fine right now.
Yes, just a second.
Okay.
Because I expected Giovanna first. So.
Yeah, sorry for that. Just rescheduling a bit.
Yes, okay, hold on. I can start now.
Yeah, take a breath and the screen is yours. Proceed.
Yeah, okay. G-Root is a partial solution to the problem we have with years. And what is our problem? Popularity. During the winter, Skopje becomes one of the most popular cities in the world, because it is one of the most polluted cities in the world, which increases the death rate by even 30% in the winter, in a city with only 500,000 people. And the traffic congestion in the winter can be so terrible that sometimes you can spend even 2 hours getting to work in a city with only 570 people, 70 square kilometers. And what are the people in charge doing? Well, of course, nothing. That's why instead of waiting for them to delegate and enforce the change, we decided to be the change. G-Route is an application that motivates the people of Skopje to use their bikes more often. But how do we do that? Simple and funny, as a game. You collect your coins, you ride your bike, collect your coins and turn them into points. And the points, well, the points can bring you benefits such as discounts in our partner organizations in different spheres of life. And the number of points, well, it's maximal during the winter and maximal in the peak times when people go to work and when people come back from work. Our initial users are going to be the people who are already actively using their bikes, because we already did a research of the market, and these people usually work in the IT or the engineering sector or in the marketing sector, at least right now, at least right in Skopje, of course. But why should they choose us instead of Samsung Health or Apple Health or any other application that exists on the market? Because we offer real-time monitoring, which means that they can see in real time how much money are they saving by using their bike instead of their car, and how much are they reducing the CO2 emissions, all by themselves and all together. That means that there's nothing more motivating than this, in fact, and that means that they can create a community with friends and other change makers and compete with them, and of course receive awards if they are one of the best. This is so all wonderful for the users, but why is it so wonderful for us? In other words, where's the money? We intend to get the money from advertisements and sponsorships and from data collection. By that I mean we intend to collect data from the users, such as their interest or age or anything, and sell it to the analytical companies in Macedonia. And buying upgrades, by that we mean they will be able to use the application to a certain point, and then they will have to buy the upgrade to enroll different groups in order to be able to compete with their group of people. Who will promote us? Of course, our partners, because it works best for them, and the city of Skopje is our potential partner. And moving forward, right now we are in the phase of prototyping the G-Route 1.0. We are researching the market, showing it to people and asking them what's good, what's wrong, what can we improve. But by increasing the number of users and the number of partners, and including different municipalities, we intend to come to G-Route 2.0, which means that we are going to include the public transportation as well. The team right now consists only of me and my colleague Philip. We are both electrical engineers, and we are kind of now learning app development in the SEMOS Academia, but we're still not able to create the application all by ourselves. That's why right now we need investment to actually be able to hire a serious company to create and develop the application, because we already discussed with potential partners. Yeah, you can see the application, the product right over here. That's a sneak peek. This is what we use in order to be able to research the market and ask the people what's good and bad. We need the investment to seriously create the application, because we already discussed with potential partners who are very happy to collaborate with us. And why should they do that? Because we will promote them as eco-friendly companies, as companies that took care about the environment, as companies who actually decided to be part of the change in times when nobody did. And that once the change comes, when Skopje changes and Macedonia changes, they will be able to be written in history as the first change makers, as well as we are going to be written as the beginners of this change. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Natalia. Thank you very much. Anna, I can hear you. Do you have a question? If someone from the jury has a question, this is the time to direct them now.
Hi, this is Kate. Hi, Natalia. Thank you for a great presentation. Can you just talk me through your business model a bit more and how you plan to make revenue?
Yes, the revenue is going to be, as I mentioned, from advertising our partners, the supermarkets and so on, by like putting a pop-up screen and advertisement, as well as I also mentioned using paying for the app, but paying for the upgrade. So that means that you can download and use it for free up until the level when you want to actually compete with a group of people, with different groups, because you're able to create your community. If you want to actually be able to receive an award, then you have to pay a certain amount of money for an application, for the applications, for the upgrade actually, like maybe $50 or $1, you know? And that actually gives you the chance to participate in the contents that actually win an award, such as like if you have the most points, then you have like the bigger discount and so on.
And how do you plan to compete against other existing fitness tracker apps like Strava, Fitbit, etc.?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
How do you plan to compete against other fitness tracking apps like Strava and Fitbit, which fundamentally do a similar thing?
Yes, because we are using GPS and we intend to use actually the data from Samsung Health or Apple Health in order to be simpler to build the application. But these kind of things, like the things with the points and the benefits, as I said, usually people need an award to get motivated. Something like this doesn't exist in Macedonia. All these apps doesn't offer you the chance to get points. They are not like legit to actually give you the award points. So that's gonna be the main advantage of our application before all the others that exist, because this concept of points only exists somewhere in Italy, in one city, I don't remember the name, and they are trying to implement it now in Amsterdam.
Okay, great. Thanks, Natalia.
Thank you.
Natalia, I also have a question. Sasha is here. How you will motivate the merchandisers, the theaters, the shops, and all other stakeholders that are key players in your business model to participate?
Yes. I already discussed with some companies that I worked in and with and so on. And I can tell you that they are very interested in these times to actually be part of this, because they need to be promoted as eco-friendly. They need to show the people that they care for the environment, and they are trying to find very different ways, especially right now when the pollution in Skopje is terrible and people are dying from it, and they just need to show the people, oh my God, look, we're doing something, we are actually being the change. So it's very important for them, and they are even investing a lot of money in projects such as where they can be shown as eco-friendly. So that's the main thing, how we intend to motivate them to initially be part of this.
And second question, how much money you are looking for at the moment?
Yes, we already discussed it with some software companies, and they said that we need approximately $25,000 to create the initial serious version of the application, because the one that I showed on the pictures is our own version, so it's not like the official one. It's just the prototype. So $25,000 in the beginning for creating the application, and then maybe like 2,000 or 1,000 for starting the initial promotion with the people.
Okay, thank you very much for this, Natalia. The time for the Q&A session is over now. Everyone, this is Natalia Tasevska projecting her idea G-root. Thank you very much for this. Next, we have Laura Karamanoleva from Bulgaria with her presentation about her startup Supa. Natalia, the screen is yours now.
Hi. I guess I have to. Okay, that's my. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So I'm Laura, and this is my startup Supa. I used to be a web developer, so I had like a full-time desk job, and now here I am selling soup. How did that happen? I saw a problem that many other people face. This is the problem of not having something easy and healthy to eat when you're on the go, when you're working, and when your only option is the vending machine, which is full with junk food. Less and less people have the time to actually cook and to bring their food. And if you really need the quality food and the tasty food, you don't have a good solution. This is why I created Sopa. It is a tasty, healthy, and eco-friendly product that contains only fresh Bulgarian vegetables. It is good for people with food allergies, etc. It is made only from vegetables from local farmers, and it's tasty both hot and cold. So it's like a really good solution when you need something to eat when you don't have a real opportunity to sit and eat good food. This is pretty much the business plan. It is mostly currently for Sofia, even though our soups now can be found all around Bulgaria. We are currently on our first 6-month mark. We already sell 5,000 bottles a month, and now we are working towards selling 14,000. This is pretty much the margin we have, and we are aiming for this 24 months selling plan. I hope we go there. Next, after all, we will try to go in Europe. This is our final market point because people really start to need much more healthy options. As you can see, this is like about Portugal, so I think that we do have a lot of potential to go there. This is about the competition. We have lots of competition, but none of it is direct. There is no other product like this on the market. We have like smoothies, sweets, all kind of sweet things, and instant soups. What is the problem with the smoothies? They consist of fruits. You say 2 apples, 1 banana, it's not bad, but at the same time you drink this for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes you consume apples, bananas, this pineapple, and it's lots and lots of sugar, which is very unhealthy at some point. About our marketing plan, we have lots of articles, both paid and unpaid, by people who really enjoy the product and wrote articles about us. We have key events presence. We were at the Global Tech Summit 2 weeks ago at NDK. We do free samplings. Of course, we have paid posts in the social media, and we are planning for January Instagram influencer campaign. This is the traction. Some of the stores you can find us in. Those, of course, are the more famous ones. We have lots of others. This is the team. We are like 3 people. I am the founder and CEO, and the 2 guys who help with the sales and delivery, because we have many more shops that come each week. What do we need? We need lots of things. We need money. We need money in order to make, for example, I want to buy e-bikes for the boys in order for the business to be more eco-friendly and not just travel with cars. We need money for marketing, office space, and of course company car, because currently we have issues with all the spediteurs who just break bottles, and it's kind of hard. So it would be much easier for us just to do it ourselves. And of course, budget for development of the product diversity. More recipes means more people who are happy and much more option for them. Thank you a lot for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. You can visit us at Supa.bg. This is our website, where we have a card interactive where you can find us with almost all the shops and stores. And I'd like to hear your questions. Thank you a lot.
Thank you very much for this presentation, Laura. Actually, I have a question, and I would like to ask you. You said that you're a developer, and this is some unique direction that you chose. How do you think you qualified to engage in providing eating products? Do you use external cooks to create the recipes?
Yes, I do use external cooks, and other people are actually making the soups. The soup is made in Asenovgrad, and there is this blogger, she's called Stanka. We connected her in order to make the recipe, so it's pretty much a collaboration. And that's actually how it's made because it's very hard for me to cook and at the same time do the produce. But all the people that are working in this are with pretty much the same vision about the things. And for example, Stanka, she's kind of like a part-time because she usually does the recipe and that's pretty much what she does. The team is what actually develops the product. And I hope this answers your question. Otherwise, for me, the business is a bit like a program. You have like little steps that you have to fulfill in order for the business to be moving forward. So it's kind of a straightforward thing, relatively.
Okay, thank you very much. Does any other question?
I have a question.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
I have a question. Thanks, Laura. How much does it cost? I see that you have a smaller and a bigger bottle. And how do you preserve your soups? What is the, like, to say, expire date? How long can it hold? Actually, if I buy soup, do I need to eat it right ahead? Or how long can it hold, really?
Yes, well, this was very hard. I had to do like a very big research in order to make like a very good product that has no preservatives, but at the same time to hold for a long time. This is why
Exactly.
this is one of the reasons I use the glass bottle, of course, apart from the fact that it's eco-friendly. It's pasteurization. I don't know if that's the word in
Mm-hmm.
English. So you basically pour the soup very hot in the glass bottle, and then you just close it, and that's how it can have like. It's usually 2 years expiration date, but we say one because it's like much safer for us. What was your other question?
How much? How much do
How
I
much?
pay for one?
We we sell it for 350. This is like
Mm-hmm.
our mandatory this is the price we suggest, but of
Yeah.
course it's up to the store. So 350 for the small bottle lefts and 950 for the big one.
This is
Okay.
level, right?
Left, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, in euro, it would be euro and 75.
Yeah,
Yeah,
half. Yeah.
More or less.
something like
Yeah.
that.
But now currently you're focusing on Bulgarian market, right?
We are currently focusing on Bulgarian market, yes.
Exactly.
We already have interest from outside, including from Switzerland, but for now we really don't want to go there because I believe that first we have to step securely in Sofia, then securely in Bulgaria in order to really go out to Europe. Otherwise, I think we'll be jumping a bit ahead.
I also have a question in that respect. Can you please tell us a little bit more in details how you plan to scale throughout Europe? You said that you have an European market as a target. Do you plan to use distributorship channels, selling online? What will be impact on the price, and when you plan to expand internationally?
Okay, so the first thing I want before I start actually expanding internationally, for now we have like a very small production because the people don't search for so much. We sell like 5,000 bottles a month now, and in order for us to have because I am paying a higher price for the product to the people who actually make it. So when we start making more bottles, it means that the price for me will drop. This is the moment when I can actually start expanding towards Europe because I will have a lower price for me, and then it will be good for me. I will be able to afford the price about shipping, export, etc. how I plan. For now, we have like a few contacts. One is with the Switzerland hospital, and the other like are big offices of one of the big tech companies. So I believe that for now we'll start expanding bit by bit with people who already know us, who already want to sell us. And I do believe that with time we can actually hit at the supermarkets. Like, for example, Lidl, which are very big and have like all around Europe. I hope this answers your question.
Thank you very much for this. We are over with the time for the Q&A session. Thank you very much, Laura. This was Laura Karamanoleva with her project SUPA. And now we proceed to the next contestant. Following goes Alexandra Maria Radu from Romania with her business idea Lex.ai. Now let's see what it is. Maria, we cannot see you, neither can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, awesome. That's
Can
great.
you also turn on the camera?
Yes, I can. No, I don't have the option, unfortunately.
Okay, we will imagine.
I am very sorry.
No
I
problem.
have been having a lot of issues. This is my third computer that I'm trying, and I still can't get a camera.
Sorry.
That's okay. So I'll start with a little bit about how I came up with the idea. It happened about a year and a half ago when I went to change my passport. And I don't know how it is in all the countries all of you're from, but in Romania, it took me about a week and a half just to get my application in. And to make sure that I've done everything right and to make sure that I have all the documents, numerous trips to get the actual forms that I need to fill, numerous trips to make the payments, to actually find it open because it has really strange office hours for the passport office. So I've tried to kind of come up with an idea doing something that I do in my work. I'm a software developer in cognitive assistance and kind of bring it to Romania because it's about time. So I'll start a little bit with the problem. Romania is ranked last on the Digital Economic and Society Index in Europe, but we are first in actually increasing e-commerce. So people are buying more and more online. Although they're buying more and more online, the actual institutions that are public and all the services offered to people in Romania are not that good and they're not that quick. So the solution is Lex.ai. It will be a digital platform with templates for virtual chat assistants in Romanian. There's nothing on the market right now specifically in Romanian for this. And we'll probably start with Facebook because that's the platform that has the most reach in Romania with most of the population. Very few people use Slack, very few people use other communication methods, so we thought maybe Facebook is the best thing to start with. Now, the market size for chat assistants is monopolistic. There are not really any except the ones that come from abroad, so all the English-based assistants that you can interact with for like Hendrix Gin or other types of events like Burberry and other stuff. And we're looking to service small to medium companies at the time, but also we recognize the fact that actually public institutions and infrastructure could benefit a lot from implementing some of these because their documentation and their requirements stay the same. There's a big chance to be able to do this for all the taxing and invoices for small and medium companies because they have to do it most of the time at an office in their city. So there's nothing really to tell them they have all the paperwork ready or it's all correct or it's all updated. So that would be a really good plan for them to use that. Now, the business model will be you have your clients that come to the platform marketplace, and that's where they can select either from just buying a template and making it themselves or paying us to make a chatbot for them. So that kind of implies a lot more time and a lot more features, so it will be a lot more expensive than an actual template. A template ranges between $100 and $300, and you can customize it yourself. Anything more than that is exponentially more expensive. I'm working on a couple of demo products for Neversea and Untold, and I'm planning to send them some kind of exploratory discussions about maybe using this for the next festivals. And that will probably make it easier to reach the market and have other brands and other companies try to use it. Also, strong online presence in partnership with digital initiatives. I am a mentor for quite a lot of entrepreneurship and tech initiatives in Romania. So I have a lot of connections that we could maybe try to trial it out with. And then general online marketing like social media, Google Ads, websites, and so on. And then milestones, we went from 2017 July from the idea to actually in December, I'm a finalist for the Diaspora Startup Funding in Romania in the top 30. So I'm just waiting to see if I'm getting funding from them, which can be up to 40,000 euros. The team, I'm looking to get another developer and a designer to set up the platform as an actual website and start building demo bots for promotion, and then start generating leads for actual custom chatbots. Why now? Gartner estimates that by 2020, 85% of customer services will be interacting with automated bots, and I don't want Romania to be in the last 15%. This is a short demo. Don't think I have time for this, but this is what I've done for today, just to show you how easy it could be to actually get all the information from a chatbot for getting a new passport in Romania. I've written it in English for everyone to be able to understand. It's not very pretty, but it can be made a lot better. And that's about it. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much for this. Thank you, Alex. If someone has a question, you can direct it now. I also have one question. I would like to ask you whether you have talked to any potential clients so far.
At the moment, I haven't, because I was hoping that I get the funding and then I can actually put a platform together, so an actual hosted website to hold the templates and everything before I go and reach out to customers. If I don't get the funding, I'm not really that concerned, because the platform to start up is basically $100 to host a website for a year, and the rest of the work I can do myself. So I'll probably go ahead with it anyway. But I was hoping that maybe I can contract an agency to be able to pay for them to make me an actual really professional website.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions from you?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So, who is exactly your customer, and what are any prices? How much are you going to charge? It was slightly vague for me, like, to understand that.
So in the beginning, I'll probably start with big brand event companies just to generate the interest. So in Romania, we've started to have quite a lot of international festivals. So like Untold, Neversea, Electric Castle, we have loads of people coming from all over the world. And obviously they have a lot of questions before they arrive. So you could use an assistant to be able to tell them everything about the accommodation, the festival, the lineup, everything. So once I build an actual really good prototype for them to demo to them and ask them, would you like to trial this out for free and then promote it on your platforms? Then I'll probably start to approach more institutional clients, because my aim is to actually make all the bureaucracy and like the mess in getting stuff done in an actual public institution easier for people and not have to travel. My parents, they have mobility issues, so for them to go 10 times in a week to an office and sit in a queue for 3 hours is not really great. So I'd rather have my mom go on Facebook and ask, what documents do I need to fill in my tax income, like my income tax report. I'd rather have that than her to go there and spend a week doing that.
Do you think that public institutions are ready for that, and how would you sell it to them? What would be your USP for them?
I think they're ready. Romania is having a lot of programs trying to bring more technology into our infrastructure in the government, and I think they're trying to get this, but there are not many people in Romania who still want to offer this. I have quite a lot of contacts in like the local administration, so if we start in our city, potentially people here tend to try to replicate. So if you start it in one city and it works, then you're going to have people from other cities trying to come and say, hey, could you do that for us as well?
Where are you based?
I'm based in Romania, but also in the UK. I've worked remotely for half the year. So I'm actually employed in the UK, but I'm living in both countries.
Okay, good. Good, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This was the time for the questions, and this was Alexandra Maria with Radu with her project Lex.ai. Thank you very much for this. And next we have our last but not least contestant. Here goes Krasimira Hajiska from Bulgaria presenting her project Be My Mentor platform. Thank you, Krasimira. Now the screen is yours. Yes, you're now.
Yes, nice. Okay, I hope you see my presentation.
Yes, we do.
Okay. I will kindly ask you to go back in time and remember what career you dreamed of having when you were a kid. Maybe some of you wanted to be a superhero, wizard, or a princess, or maybe something more realistic as an actress, singer, doctor, or a dancer. But how many of you made your childhood dream job come true? Maybe none of you, but have you ever thought why? According to the most recent count from the Labor Department in the USA, currently there are 6.3 million opportunities on the job market. But in the same time, there are not enough qualified employees skilled and prepared for them. That's a leading issue in many countries. Unfortunately, with every year, the gap between what business needs and what education provides is getting bigger and bigger. Most of the young people nowadays understand the importance and the value of the education. It helps you to receive the necessary knowledge to meet interesting and inspiring people and to get a little closer to your dream job. But here comes the question how to choose what to study or what to work if you are not aware of the whole range of opportunities the wild world is providing you. That's exactly the gap I was talking about in the beginning, a gap which starts forming in high school, continues in university where illusion faces reality, and ends in the business fields. Not enough qualified employees, labor shortage, or market saturation. So my idea is connected with the solution of this problem, a solution which is in our hands together to create Be My Mentor platform, the ultimate connection between the students searching for the ideal university, career or life path and all those people who can help them to take the right decision. The platform contains two important sections, mentors and participants. Mentors, they are the heart of the project, its leading power, the people who are willing to share their knowledge, experience and motivation with the young people. They are working in diverse sectors here or abroad. They can be managers, entrepreneurs, interns, leaders, no matter. The most important thing is that these people are willing to volunteer their spare time in the name of the future of the young people. The second most important part of the project are the participants, all the young people who have difficulties to choose the best educational program or career path based on their knowledge, experience, and desire combined with the economic situation and needs of the business. The platform connects these components, mentors and participants, giving them the freedom to choose the best way of commitment. It could be a mentorship program, projects to work on, online communication, internship program, advice, support. It depends on the needs of the participants and the resources of the mentor. That's a unique platform which gathers in one place employers and future employees, business and young people, experience and motivation driven by the desire of economic growth, job creation, innovation, and technical progress. The first step in implementing this project is to create a web-based platform. The second one is negotiating with all these fast-growing, innovative and racing companies which approach corporate social responsibility. They are our first and most precious target because these companies not only share the vision and mission of positive social change but have the necessary resources to make the things happen. They can help us to promote the platform via our sponsors or take part as mentors because these people realize that sometimes uncovering your passion can lead you to the career of your dreams if you believe in yourself. Thank you, and I'm open for questions.
Thanks, Krasimira. I have a question. Yeah,
Yes?
Diana.
Yeah,
I was too
okay.
fast.
I'm hearing you.
myself.
Yeah, my question is like how are you going to make money this platform? And I know a lot of platforms who offer the matchmaking between MIT and mentorship, and who's paying money if you have a business model behind it.
Okay. I have thought of balance model annual registration fees paid by the big companies. Also, fees paid by private educational and business institutions which want to advertise themselves and become popular among the young people. Also, fees paid by private, local, and international high schools or universities who are looking for their candidates.
How much?
It depends on the company, how big is the company and her persistence in the platform. But let's say about 10,000 euros a year for the big companies.
For what exactly what they will receive for this 10,000 euro?
Can you repeat please the question?
What exactly they will receive for the 10,000 value? I am a company. Okay, I'm interested in potential what you're offering. What you're offering for 10,000?
The business today is interested not only in profit but in corporate social responsibilities because they can help and the development of the people and the economic. So taking part in these projects can be a big plus for them in searching and finding the best employees for their companies and to help the community in a way even the government cannot.
Good, thanks.
Thank you very much.
I also have a short question, Jana, if possible. Krasimira, how much is the marketing budget you are foreseeing? As obviously you need to reach both the students that are searching for the dream job, but also the corporations that possibly need those skills.
I have thought about it. At first, I need money for the website and the app, so I need to pay a software company which will make the platform. I need money for marketing strategy and for promotion of this project. So let's say initially about 20,000 euros. And then my idea is this project to receive money from the big companies and the institutions, and to be free for the participants.
Okay, thank you very much for this. If there aren't any other questions, I would like to thank all of you for sharing those amazing projects and congratulate each one of you for making this one step further in their development and in their realization. Now is the time for our second break. I would like to note again that you should not leave or exit the event. Let's take the break. We will all mute the microphones and meet you back here in 10 minutes. With that being said, we are now taking the break to give time to our honorable judges to calculate the marks, and the results will be announced after the break. Thank you. Be back in a 10.
Hi everyone, just a short notice. The break was over a minute ago, but our jury has a very intense discussion about the different projects. So they need a few more seconds to finalize their scores, and we will be soon continuing with the awards and the winners.
Okay, hello everyone. We had some pretty intense and interesting discussion, and we are now back from the break. Hope that we have all of you here again. Now we have come to the final stage of the competition. The results are already in my hands. But before proceeding to the announcement of the winner, I would like to give the word to our special guests today, the honorable jury. Let's. Start with Sasha, who would like to say some closing words.
Actually, that's not the closure, because the big closure will be after the announcement. But I really want to recognize every one of you, dear finalists, for the great ideas that you've put together. And I'm pretty sure that you will make out of this a solid, sustainable businesses. What I've liked most, that almost everybody considered the sustainability component, inclusion component, and in addition to being potential good business people, I respect you about being good citizens and people that care about the future of the society, and you're contributing already with your attitude for this. So no matter who will win the prize, of course, it's a competition. There will be someone that will be the winner. I will be happy that we stay for the programs that Entrepregirl and BCWT is offering to everybody. As Jana said at the beginning, we had already more than 250 young girls like you that continued and have businesses today. And I'm pretty sure that you and also some others that didn't make for the finals will add to the elite team of female business founders. I'm pretty sure that with your idea you will get support from experienced mentors, and our program will be only part of the channels. This is what I want to say. Congratulations to all of you, and soon we'll see who is the finalist.
Sorry. Thank you, Sasha, for that. I would like to encourage anyone from the jury who would like to say a few words to our attendees and contestants to do so. Anna, would you like to say something? Just unmute yourself.
Yeah, I did. I said that I was talking a lot today, a lot of questions. I was very impressed with all your project. Really great job. I'm part of the Founder Institute Accelerator, and I see a lot of pitches, and I know how hard it is, you know, to prepare, to be confident, and etc., and to deliver a good result. And I want to say that you did a great job, and you were really brave, and I'm very proud of you. And it was hard for us with jury to evaluate you, because all of your projects are interesting and different and have this sustainability element or have really a good potential. I would urge you to get more feedback constantly get more feedback from experienced people who have made this journey happen, and to continue and to do it if necessary. So to listen to experienced people, to get more advisors on board. And if I can help you with anything that might be relevant to my experience, I'd be glad to do that. That's from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anna. Kate, would you like to say a few things? Also, you, as a representative of Financial Times, who are also our proud sponsors, thank you for that, and would love to hear a few words from you.
I just thank you ever so much, Jana. Thank you ever so much, every single one of you who pitched. It's been a really inspirational morning for me here in London. Has made me feel much more optimistic about the future of entrepreneurship and women founders, to see such a fantastic array of ideas. As Sasha and Anna have said, it was a really, really difficult decision, and particularly those of you who are in Sofia, I'd love to meet you when I'm next over there. As some of you know, we have an engineering centre of excellence in Sofia, and I'm there quite frequently, so it would be great to meet you in person. But most of all, just thanks to everyone who put such effort into their presentations this morning.
Thank you, Kate, for this. Thank you very much. If someone else wants to tell a few words, I would invite Eva from Croatia. Thank you, Eva.
First of all, it was so great morning. Thank to you girls, and I'm using this opportunity to thank you for great presentations, and also all colleagues of mine from the jury, because it was very hard and tough decision to make the number one of you, because each of you is special in the other way. And what I can say is that even most of the projects are from Balkan region, we should think globally. And the things that are happening, it's very good to see what is happening, not only on the local perspective, but also on the global perspective. And from my side, wherever I can be support, I will be happy to support you. And I also think that this is a very good initiative, what Sasha and Diana did to make this all happen. And the best is that we can all gather our knowledge and help you to make the best results out of your projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eva. I would like to invite Katerina to also say a few words. She's the representative of our other sponsors, the OEMC, and she comes from Greece. Are you here, Katerina?
Yes, I'm here. And
Thank you.
thank you very much. And a special thanks to all of you. I really, really enjoyed the projects this morning. I saw so many innovative ideas. I was very enthused to say the level of the business planning and thought around the go-to markets in each of your individual projects, regardless of the youngness of your age. I don't want to say more. I know you're all fretting for the results. Thank you for giving me, to all the young ladies, for giving me the opportunity to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this, Katerina. I will just note that Milena, who is the other proud member of the jury board, has lost her voice, so she wouldn't give her speech to you now, but she has been with us from the very beginning of the originating of the Entrepregirl competition 5 years ago. So it is a pleasure to have you here again with us. And we will be expecting some written words from your side. It would be highly appreciated. And thank you for being with us, even though you don't feel good right now. So now, before the long-awaited moment, I have one more thing that I want to share with you. I would like to present the awards, and please be patient because they are a lot. We have 3 awards which are exclusive to the winner, and 3 awards for all the finalists. So our special award, provided by Sasha Bezuhanova and the Bulgarian Center of Women in Technology, is a 1,000 euro scholarship for educational program of personal choice. The winner receives a €1,000 scholarship to further invest in their educational and professional development. The exact program will be chosen from the winner depending on their personal preferences and interests, and the amount will be directly transferred to the educational institution. And this is to further motivate personal growth and to assure the proper educational needs of the candidate are met. Next, we have another award from our proud sponsors, the EMC, and it is something that every entrepreneur and freelancer needs. It's a portable notebook from the Experience series. And huge thanks to the EMC for this amazing award and for supporting the Entrepregirl competition for second consecutive year. The third award, which is exclusive to the winner, is a business site generation from our partners from AB Studio. They will provide the voucher for the development of the website, and this voucher will serve as to improve the online presentation of the project. I just want to let you know of an interesting fact here. AB Studio is co-founded by a former Entrepregirl contestant, so special thanks to AB Studio for this award. And now let's take a look at what we have prepared for the 10 finalists. As you can see, the first award provided to you is a full fellowship for the new season of the Founder Institute at the local chapter of your choice. Through this offer, any of the 10 finalists can apply to the Founder Institute for free, and the best overall applicant from those 10 participating here today will receive the fellowship for the 2019 program to participate in the Startup Launch program for free. For those of you who don't know, the Foundry Institute is the world's premier idea stage accelerator and startup launch program. We would like to send a big thank you to Foundry Institute for this amazing opportunity. And now, as to proceed with the second award for the 10 finalists, it is a mentorship program represented by 2 hours per month for a period of 6 months. BCWT, together with our partners PW and Sofia, provide this mentorship opportunity to the 10 finalists. And each finalist will have a dedicated mentor specific to their project field for a period of 6 months, during which you will have the 2-hour sessions, 1 per month. The mentoring program is structured to pair mentees who are seeking career enhancement and strategies to resolving leadership issues with mentors who possess expertise and strengths to inspire, motivate, and develop those leadership skills among the future generation of entrepreneurs. And thank you for cooperating to the PWN Sofia, which is a young and dynamic organization that unites women and men leaders and entrepreneurs from different industries, ages, and levels of career development. And the last award to the 10 finalists is a free pass for the She Leader at Digital Conference 2019. All the 10 finalists receive a free pass to the annual event, which is happening during the spring of 2019. Hosted by the Bulgarian Center of Women in Technology, the She Leader at Digital Conference brings together women leaders from across all of Europe to discuss how to support and inspire more women and girls to enter the professional and leadership roles in the digital industry. So congratulations to the 10 finalists. Hope you enjoy the awards and make the most out of them. And now, without wasting any more time, I would like to announce the winner of the 5th edition of the Entrepregirl competition. Hold your breath and please give huge round of applauses to Diane Delava from Belgium with her project Step Up. Congratulations, Diane. I would like to also give you the word now to thank our audience and the jury and to express yourself in the way that you want to. Just unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, it's 3 3:30 in the morning here, so I'm in my bed. But thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you so much. I don't really have any words. I'm really glad. Um, and this is a huge value to me. And thank you for your trust in my project.
Sorry, forgot to unmute myself. Thank you again for this. Thank you for sharing your project, for your words right now. The competition was very challenging. The decision was hard to make, and you earned that shining spot. We hope that this competition will last as a sweet memory to all the contestants. To me, everyone is a winner as you dare to share your ideas. And we would like to thank all applicants for contributing to the success of this contribution. So I would like to now give special attention to our proud sponsors. As already stated, we have Dell EMC who are supporting us for the second year. We have SAP, we have several other initiatives with them. Also, we have Financial Times with their representative Kate here. Thank you for believing us, and thank you for supporting us. And lastly, we have Cisco WebEx, which software we are using right now. And sorry. So further, I would like to give special thanks to our partners as well. Sending huge thank you to all our community partners for helping us reaching as many young ladies as possible and providing the opportunity to take part in the competition. Special thanks to Junior Achievement Bulgaria for being with us from the very beginning of the competition. And now, with a low tone of sadness in my voice about the ending of the competition and lots of excitement in my heart about what is coming up next, I would like to send final congratulations to all the applicants. Many thanks to the jury, to all the partners, and to all attendees here today. I end my duty as the master of ceremony for today's event till we meet again in either the virtual or the analog world. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye to all. Thanks.
Bye. So bye.
Bye.